Hong Kong, Reuters, Asia Euro trademark S factories ended a strong 2017 on a mixed note, with activity at multi-year highs in Taiwan and surprisingly picking up in China, but contracting in some economies in a sign that any interest rate hikes in the region will be slow and gradual. A trend of synchronized global growth that became apparent over the course of last year looks set to continue, with activity surveys in the Eurozone and the United States later in the day expected to post strong readings. In China, manufacturing growth unexpectedly picked up to a 4-month high in December amid a surge in new orders, suggesting continued strength in global trade. The Caixin/Market Manufacturing Purchasing Manager SA Euro Trademark Index, PMI, rose to 51.5 last month, from 50.8 in November, and far outpaced economists' Euro trademark expectations for a dip to 50.6. The 50 mark divides expansion from contraction on a monthly basis. Tuesday a Euro trademark S survey, which pushed Asian shares MIUP J0000 plus to their highest in a decade, was somewhat at odds with a much larger official China PMI survey on Sunday. It showed a slowdown in growth amid a crackdown on pollution and measures to curb risky financing and cool the housing market. Analysts say the difference stems from the fact that the Caixin/PMI index tracks smaller, private firms, more sensitive to exports. China is expected to have grown by close to 7% in 2017, but the world Euro trademark S second largest economy is likely to slow in the new year on the back of those measures, highlighted as policy priorities at October Euro trademark S key Communist Party Congress. Beijing is expected to target 2018 growth at around 6.5%. Euro we anticipate further weakness in the coming quarters as tighter monetary conditions continue to weigh on economic activity Euro said Julian Evans Pritchard, senior China economist at Capital Economics. For the rest of Asia, the pace of rate increases is unlikely to match that of the U.S. Federal Reserve, which is seen hiking 2 to 3 times in 2018. Lagging the Fed? Euro monetary policy will likely lag the Fed Euro trademark S for a while, with only a few rate hikes here and there across the region over the coming 2 years, Euro HSBC analyst said in a note. In November, the Bank of Korea raised interest rates for the first time in more than 6 years to 1.50%, becoming the first major Asian central bank to hike since 2014. It is expected to be joined by Malaysia and Philippines early this year and Australia and New Zealand later on. On Sunday, South Korea Euro trademark S central bank chief said monetary policy should remain accommodative as inflationary pressures remained weak. Factory activity, which has been riding a global tech boom, contracted in December, dropping from a 4-half-year high in November, the Nikkei/Market survey showed. Another major tech producer, Taiwan, saw manufacturing activity hitting its highest since April 2011 at 56.6 last month, according to a survey. Singapore, which emerged last year as a player in the electronics industry, on Tuesday posted slower economic growth in the fourth quarter as manufacturing shrank 11.5% following an eye-popping 38% jump in the previous 3 months. Full-year growth, however, was still the fastest in 3 years at 3.5%, raising the possibility that the Monetary Authority of Singapore could tighten its exchange rate-based policy this year. Given robust GDP growth and inflation upside risk, we think MOS will shift and tighten to Euro mild appreciation bias Euro trademark at the April meeting Euro Maybank Kim Eng economist Chua Hak Bin said. December factory activity accelerated in Vietnam, but shrank marginally in Malaysia and Indonesia. A similar survey for India will be published later on Tuesday.